Who's there?
My lady, are you here for a stroll under the moon's tranquil gaze? Please forgive me for not welcoming you properly. As your host, I've been negligent in my hospitality. Please accept this cup of tea as a modest token of my respect. Despite being well aware of my identity, you don't even show a hint of terror. My lady, your reputation as Nightbloom Jasmine, a renowned noble thief, suits you well. Is that so? I find it rather elegant. The imagery of white jasmine petals sitting upon verdant sepals as a pure, refined fragrance surrounds them is striking. To arrive under cover of night and swiftly depart like the wind itself, doesn't it suit your heroic charm? Well, you're correct. I'd like to make a request, so I prepared a substantial reward. It's also why I've been waiting for you. I heard the ink jade I acquired through fortunate circumstances has caused quite a stir. I believe it's also an important item to you. I have a matter that requires your assistance. If you're willing to help, I shall present the ink jade to you with both hands once the task is complete. Of course. My lady, you walk like those who use ascending clouds to reach the moon, and your hands can steal that which is considered impossible to take. Alas, your notoriety in being impossible to track down means I must use rather unscrupulous tactics. The mansion's walls are tall and the tiles are slippery. When you visit again, perhaps you could try using the main entrance.
My lord, we've captured several more intruders in the mansion these past few days. These fools' audacity could shake the heavens.
Indeed, their audacity can make even the heavens tremble. Strengthen the security measures throughout the mansion starting today. We need to prevent intruders with ulterior motives from infiltrating. Come here and prepare the ink. You're grinding ink, not sharpening a knife. Using that amount of force is unnecessary. The ink is too thick. Now it's too thin. Grind with a bit more force. Your ink grinding technique is certainly less impressive than the skills you use for scaling walls and leaping across rooftops. But I thought you'd keep pretending for some time. That man has committed countless atrocities and is a cancer upon Anlan. I wanted to remove him for a long time. However, ever since I arrived here 2 months ago, Li Gui has refused to leave his residence under the pretense of being ill. Although he remains in his home, he has placed spies around my residence. Surely you must have noticed during your visits these past few days. And as I'm being watched, he sends luxurious carriages, fine horses, and precious jewels to test me. I did. When the evidence of bribery is delivered to my door, there's no reason for me to refuse. He's been widely distributing these to the powerful and wealthy. He also noticed how I've only accepted his gifts. Since I haven't shown any favor in return, this birthday banquet will be used to push the relationship further along. His residence is heavily guarded. Evidence as incriminating as letters connecting him to criminals must be hidden in a secret location. Although I might not excel at pickpocketing or detecting hidden traps, I will do everything in my power to ensure your safety on that day. Not yet. Why are you asking these questions? You truly know how to adapt to the circumstances. You worry too much. Ours is merely a relationship for work-related matters. We have a deal, my lady.
My lady, your unmatched beauty and grace are like spring itself. Our humble shop is honored to make clothes for you. Be at ease, my lady. Every new design from our Liu Xian boutique will be delivered to you first in the future. Of course. The Lord specifically instructed us to make them. You can take a look. We have all the clothes you could possibly want. The Lord truly caters to your every need.
As gold befits the high, my beloved deserves the finest attire. Are these to your liking? If you desire anything else, I shall ensure more are made for you. My beloved has grown considerably stronger since arriving in Anlan. This land's feng shui truly nurtures one's vitality. There are some passable jewels in the treasury. Let me accompany you to select a few pieces. I hope they shall complement your attire. Our hearts beat as one. When you are happy, I will also be happy.
My lord, my lady, you have a wonderful relationship. My goodness, anyone who sees you together would be jealous.
If we must perform, we should commit. In any case, clothes are adding flowers to brocade, luxury with little value. One's demeanor is what matters. We still have a few days before the banquet. It wouldn't hurt to refine your skills. Take the pressure of your touch when being flirtatious and the tone you use, for instance. Oh, this... I suppose it is a gift from the boutique. You have remarkable stamina, my lady. You work diligently during the day and perch on the rafter like a swallow before dawn. It's not early anymore. The rooster already crowed. You were absent all night. I was extremely worried. Yes. Waiting for you to return is a new habit of mine. Personally feeding horses, however, is an old habit from when I stayed at a military camp. Yes, he has followed me for many years. We relied on each other during dangerous situations. I consider him a close friend. I'm looking at a swallow whose face is covered in the eaves mud. You visited the governor's mansion. Were you injured? The birthday banquet will be held in a few days. Until then, there's no need for you to return to that place. Surely you jest. If you had truly been injured at Li Gui's mansion, the pain would be 100 times worse than what I'm doing. When you have a plan next time, tell me in advance. After all, we're still working together. The eaves of my mansion are wide. Weren't you climbing down from them, my lady? At Li Gui's birthday banquet, you will need to accompany me and sit by my side. If you stay 3 feet away from me while appearing cold and distant, even the blind would question your identity as my wife. Come closer. You could. Let's not forget the Lord and his lady are in love. This is how it should be. It's adequate. This is the inventory of my treasury. Take a look. Does anything catch your eye? There's no need to wait for later. Being pampered breeds greed. If you were truly the Lady of Anlan, you'd point at the items and demand them from me at this moment. Go on. Try it. No. Your tone was too polite. It needs to be lofty, domineering. That last sentence was better. It's yours. I'll have them delivered to your room. I'm willing to give everything to my beloved. There's also armor made with golden thread. It's impervious to all blades. Remember to wear it next time you go out. What else do you want? Not until our task is complete. We have an agreement that cannot be broken. So long as I am here, I won't let you go to such a place again. Two years ago, you helped save a family that was being oppressed by a corrupt local official in Tong County. However, that family feared retaliation and betrayed you. The authorities hunted you down for many days before sending you to prison. Letting someone perish in the cold when they have brought warmth to others would dishearten people throughout the land. I couldn't let it happen. But I knew you. 4 years ago, during winter's coldest days, you traveled to the northern territories. The snow reached up to our waists, and the enemy invaded with overwhelming force. I led troops to counterattack, but we were outnumbered and besieged for many days. Supplies from the city were almost cut off. I covered for my personal guard so he could sneak away. I sent him to the south with a keepsake, because he needed to request aid from the nearest main camp. After putting in a significant amount of effort, I discovered that the young lady who delivered the keepsake was from the Buyue sect. She's the proud disciple of the late sect leader. I wanted to thank you personally, but your whereabouts were elusive. For many years, I never found an opportunity. I'm not certain when it started. Keeping track of your activities gradually became a habit. That's why I was able to provide assistance in Tong County. Gold, silver, jewels. No matter how rare objects are, they're worthless and incomparable to a kind, brave heart. But if these could bring you joy, I wouldn't mind giving them all to you. You say unknowingly, yet I see it as a mere instance of cause and effect. If you hadn't delivered that message, our paths would have never become intertwined. I still wish there were fewer connections formed through warfare and incidents like the one in Tong County. Fighting for justice is important, and the same can be said about filling your stomach. When my beloved makes a request, how could I refuse? Let the person who found wealth today treat us to a meal.
And so, the noble thief couple severely punished the big bully. A great satisfaction filled everyone's hearts. To find out what happens next, you'll have to wait for the next installment.
You appeared to be captivated by that tale. Does a story like that resonate with you? No, I'm afraid I haven't yet. I've only been in Anlan for a little over 2 months. Every day I'm buried in administrative affairs, and when I leave my residence, it's mainly to inspect the territories under my jurisdiction. If you hadn't invited me for an outing, I wouldn't have seen this year's beautiful spring. Most of the people flying kites are young couples. Is this a custom here? The northern territories are plagued by the bitter cold, and their winds are fierce. Then there's the fact that I don't know how to fly a kite. Leading troops into battle is what I excel at. But this, I'm practically clueless. I'd like to thank you in advance.
You're a gorgeous young lady, yet I haven't seen you before. You're not from Anlan. Do you know who I am? Well, that doesn't matter. My uncle is Anlan's governor, Sir Li Gui. The world is ever-changing. We were destined to meet. How delightful! It's splendid! Absolutely splendid! Of course! If you wanted every kite from one end of the continent to the other, I'd buy them all for you. My pouch! My money! It's just a worthless kite. What can't I get? If you come with me... Ow!
Please go home and seek a good physician.
Ow! It hurts! It hurts! Help! Someone please! I'm in agony! I've met living demons!
You flatter me. The manner in which you deftly lifted his pouch was also impressive. There are still spring days ahead of us. We have plenty of time. Fear not. Are you referring to this?
My lord!
You said you admired heroic couples who carry their swords and embark on journeys together.
Quick, look! What kind of brilliant golden kite is that?
You don't know? Every year on Sir Li Gui's birthday, he has people release a kite made of gold leaf.
I remember. Each year's kite is more magnificent than the last. This one has jewels embedded in it.
My lord, you're new to Anlan. I suppose you aren't familiar with this custom of ours.
Indeed, I'm not. To make a kite adorned with gold, silver, and jewels take flight, you must have been in favorable circumstances. Even the wind is seemingly at your beck and call.
The materials we use in Anlan are different from those used elsewhere, but outsiders unfamiliar with our ways might have several misunderstandings. Should this humble servant provide an explanation, my lord? Your words are amusing, my lady. You are too kind. I'm an old man who's been ill and couldn't visit his lordship sooner. Today we will drink to our heart's content.
Your lordship, Sir Li Gui, I'd like to offer a toast in your honor.
Me as well. Come, let's drink. There's plenty of liquor.
Are you actually drunk? My personal guards have already surrounded the mansion. As soon as we have the letters, we will depart immediately. Be careful. What? Are you leaving today? The mansion has many rooms. We won't miss the one you're using. The ink jade has returned to its rightful owner. Our collaboration has come to an end. Here are the items you wanted from the ledger along with money for your travels. Please take them. My personal seal is inside it. Carrying it will make your travels more convenient. Proving that she's near and dear to his heart. Renowned for her wit and knowledge, the Nightbloom Jasmine is chivalry incarnate, and yet she's slow to realize certain matters. I know you have unfinished business. As you once told me, there will always be meetings and farewells. Take care. I've received a message that frost will arrive early in the Northern Territories this year. The sky may be graced with an aurora. I wish to journey there with you so that winter shall not pass in vain, my beloved. It's windy, and you've been resting on the roof for quite some time. Aren't you cold? Come down. When did you return to Anlan? You left so decisively that day. Why did you come back? What note? You're being unreasonable. Are you planning to steal something again? I doubt my mansion has anything left that's worthy of your interest. The kite was crafted and painted by my noble hands. Since it can only be flown together with my Lady of Anlan, I won't give it to you. You... Remember to use the main entrance, lest you want to be caught as a thief. If there's nothing else, you should head back. Where is it? Lead the way. That's enough. Didn't you say you teach me how to fly a kite? Don't give me that look. I won't break a promise that's yet to be fulfilled. Its defiant spirit resembles yours. When the mansion was first built, I had yet to meet this unconventional swallow. I'm afraid you might vanish without a trace. Like this kite. You move so swiftly. Securing you like this is the only way to stay safe. That promise is quite reassuring. Then this custom will be. Our promise. I first heard of your heroic reputation when I was stationed at the border. Audacious, yet not truly reckless. Robbing the rich to help the poor. Performing righteous deeds that punish the powerful and protect the weak.